Tournament 2011. You're watching Manchester in the white uniforms taking on Brandon, or Neshby as their uniforms say. It is going to be 2-0 Manchester to lead 30 seconds into the first quarter. This is the third game of the first day. I missed the first two games, so don't go looking for those on television. I just wasn't here. I had chores to do at home before I could come play today. And then I was late 30 seconds into this ball game, but it's the 22nd Ed-Glodzik tournament, the 52nd 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament sponsored by the West Rutland Booster Club. So with a 4-0 Manchester lead, I'll get into the lineups and the names and numbers for you as I progress on through. Watching Munger Vision again, bringing you the Ed-Glodzik tournament. And on the missed shot, the rebound will come down to Manchester. And there's the long pass up ahead, and the finish by Griff Stallcup. Of course, Stallcup, very familiar name in Manchester and Burton sports. And bringing the ball up will be Letourneau, Josh Letourneau, number 44. He'll get the pass on a long bounce into the front court. And you see that Manchester defense follow that ball, and there's the double on it. And then the pass squirts behind. And Letourneau at the three-point line will give up the shot, and almost stolen by Stallcup. That's number 40 with it, Connor Mackey. And that shot up and good, and Brandon on the board now. Kapusta, Stephen Kapusta will bring the ball up, run the point, and I'm trying to see what they're playing. It looks like a 2-3 zone is what Brandon's coming out to play. It is a 2-3 zone. And Manchester's had a lot of success doing that right there, getting the ball inside, and the basket down inside. And that was number, well, I'm looking to see what number that was. It's tough to pick up the numbers at this age because they don't fill their jerseys out yet. Number 23, Vickers. That shot by Letourneau off the back of the rim, no good. And should mention, a lot of experience on the floor in the referees today, Steve Morrow and Rob Black. And in all seriousness, if I was to venture a guess, if you take both men's years combined in officiating, it's probably over 60 years. I mean, that's an amazing stat. It's unofficial, but it's an amazing stat that they would volunteer their time, that type of experience, and then give their time here at the Glodzik tournament. It's an all-volunteer tournament. It is the event of spring of 5th and 6th grade basketball. Actually, of any basketball. That shot by Vickers missed, and then the rebound chased down. And Manchester with the ball fake and a little bump there, and let that go. That's number 32 and 3-second call. 32 is Restino for Manchester, and then 3 seconds called on the Manchester squad. So Neshby will bring the ball in bounds. There's number 20 getting the ball in play, Heath, and he'll bring it into Letourneau. And there was a substitution, 17, James Riley, that's coming for Manchester. They're in the white uniforms at the Hinchy Gym on Munger Vision. The jump ball call and the arrow favoring Manchester. Also, number 5 for Manchester, Will Parker. 17 is James Riley. And I saw another new number. Oh, Fenton. Number 24, Eric Fenton, into the ballgame. Those are all Manchester changes. On a spin. Oh, a nice move, no finish. That was Vickers again, showing you he can take it strong to the hole. And Fenton coming off the screen, got in a lot of traffic, lost the ball. Letourneau with the steal, and Letourneau on the break regains the handle, got stripped of the ball going up, and who touched it last? That was some great action sequence there by both teams, hustling up and down the floor. Hunter Eddy, number 3, coming in red for Brandon. I also saw number 12, Justin Tremblay, and I believe 22 is new, Zachary Bruce. As Letourneau looking for, and yes, what happened was the inbounds pass never cleared the inline, and so it's a violation. The ball goes over to Manchester. It's 8-2 Manchester with the lead and with the ball, with just 2:26 go in the first quarter. 6-minute quarters, overtime if necessary. It's a single elimination tournament. Well, Vickers got foul on the floor prior to the shot by Ryan Ringy.
91.
And that's going to be ball out of bounds on the baseline, and Stallcup will take the ball out of bounds. And Jake Nicholson, number 1, coming in lineup for Manchester, and they need a body to come off, and it'll be Will Parker coming off the floor now. The catch, the shot, and no good. Long shot creates a long rebound. Nice job of getting to it by Nicholson. Up inside, left it on the rim, and we'll have a foul on Fenton. It's going to be Brandon basketball as Ringy got to the rebound, and then the foul called on Fenton. Oh yeah, same rules as high school basketball right here apply. This is a wide open full court press. You can stay on your man after they get the defensive rebound. Nice job of coming back to meet the pass by Bruce. And a little trouble right now as he killed the dribble, got the ball to Letourneau, and then the steal by Manchester. Gets the pass up ahead to Stallcup and got it. A 10-2 ball game right now as Neshabe, or Brandon, I'm sorry. They have him as Brandon on the schedule and on the roster. But they're wearing Neshabe shirts. That's the confusion it's caused for me. On the break, Vickers can't get the finish. Rebound tipped around. Fenton had a chance at it. Saved to Letourneau. It comes off in the hands of Bruce. And Letourneau in front of the scores table was fouled.
Okay, we got foul on white 17. Yep. So white 17, 4:30.
Okay, so the foul was called on James Riley. And I'll zoom in on the Brandon squad for you. And they're in the red uniforms, in case you haven't figured that out. And their roster looks like this. They have Hunter Eddy wearing number 3. David Forrest is number 10. Justin Tremblay is 12. Sawyer Heath wears number 20. 22 is Zachary Bruce. William Ringy is number 30. Connor Mackey, 40. 44, Josh Letourneau. Ben Markowski, number 50. 91, Ryan Ringy. And Tim Tremblay is the head coach. And again, just a minute 34 left in the first quarter. 10-2 Manchester lead. And I haven't heard the buzzer, so maybe I can actually work in the Manchester roster real quick for you. They have Jake Nicholson wearing number 1. Will Parker wearing 5. Griff Stallcup is 11. Stephen Kapusta is 13. James Riley 17. Carter Vickers 23. Eric Fenton 24. Jake Restino 32. And Connor Gee 33. And they are coached by Mr. Stallcup. I'm trying John Stallcup. And that big guy with the blue hoodie on, that's a Stallcup. He plays basketball for Burn Burton, also their quarterback in football. And I believe that's Jake Stallcup. So it's the first time out taken by either team, and it was Brandon just trying to get organized. And Fenton will pick up the loose basketball, and he'll take it up for the layup and get it. Fenton with the basket. The actual steal took place by Kapusta. And then the press in the back court. Letourneau working hard to get open. Will get open. And I missed the first 2 games beyond circumstances I could help. I actually had some work to do before, like I said, I could come and play. But I did want to mention that Joe and John McKiernan were the officials in that ball game. And again, 2 outstanding officials that do a college and high school level. And I'm not sure John does a college level, but I know his brother Joe does. And again, volunteering their time. Manchester hustling to get a sub in there. It's Restino, Jake Restino getting into the ball game. He'll replace Vickers. Vickers was just an awesome ball player out there in that opening quarter. Kapusta almost came up with the steal. Bruce with the pass, puts it up from the free throw line. Almost got the miss, and boy, almost again. That was number 40 with the shot, Mackey. Look at the offensive rebounding chances for Brandon. They come up empty, but boy, some good rebounding action there. And that will be off from one of the 2 Manchester players, as Fenton and Nicholson both there. And it'll be Brandon basketball. 41.9 seconds to go. And I'll tell you, if they can just get a bucket here to close out the quarter, they're only going to be down by 8 points, which is nothing nowadays, especially with the 3-point shot in effect. Mackey wants to bring the pass back, and Kapusta with the steal. Going to take it up from the left side because he's left-handed, and nope, danced on the rim, wouldn't fall. Fenton tipped it, Kapusta got it, and finds the open man on the weak side, and the shot taken by Nicholson, no good. Nicholson with the rebound will bounce the pass back and get it into the hands of Restino. Restino with 11 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get their offense set. Kapusta, Fenton, and no. Good look. And I believe the quarter is going to expire before they get the shot up as Mackey. Yeah, that's it. It was a wild one from the Glodzik Tournament 2011 on Munger Vision. Manchester with the 12-2 lead over Brandon. Well officiated first quarter. Without stating the obvious too much, Brandon needs to have a good second quarter here. They're down by 10. That shot up, and no, shot taken by Brandon's number 20, Sawyer Heath. Rebound came down to Restino, and he's going to just bring it down the floor himself. There's the quick push. Mackey there defensively, and of course I would be it'd be inappropriate for me not to mention Mark Kadir, who's really the heart and soul. I mean, everybody puts in so much time, but Mark Kadir is to me, the big name behind the Glodzik tournament as far as getting all the dirty work done and the delegation to the officials, to Jimmy Shortle to do his job, and the gym times. Oh, great block. I think it was Letourneau that came up with it. And then the save on the far side by Nicholson. Fenton on the drive got fouled. Just great action. I don't care if it's college or high school or this grade level. That's great basketball. And Rob Black with the call, and it should be shots, I believe, and Fenton will head to the line. But again, Mark Kadir will have the big choreographing of the big championship night with the lasers and the light show and the sirens going off and the fog machines and, of course, the introductions of the players in the darkened gym with all the special effects going off. I know Mark takes great pride and enjoyment in getting that set, and that's something to really look forward to. Well, everything willing, I will be here for the championship game, as Letourneau will bring the ball into the front court. Goes right by the defender. Nicholson puts the shot up and got it. Letourneau, number 44, Josh Letourneau with the basket. That makes it 12-4 now. Manchester's lead cut down to 8 as Riley to Restino. Kapusta had posted up. Travel called, yeah. Kapusta, 13, had sealed off his defender. And if they would have spotted that, they would be able to get the ball down inside to him for a high percentage shot, a bunny shot or a layup. Now, no guarantee would have made it, but it would have been there for him as an option. Mackey at the arc. There's been no three-point shots taken yet, as Fenton almost came up with the steal. Good call. It's a double check. Steve Morrow checking with Rob Black, and it stays red basketball. As Sawyer Heath to Letourneau, great hands, that was a tough catch. Shot block, comes down, it'll be controlled by Restino. Protects the ball, will throw it over the top of the defender down there, and I don't have a 25. Now I don't know how that happened. Fenton split the defense, took the bump, and the ball will go out of bounds, be Manchester basketball. But I said the 52nd year that West Rutland Boosters Clubs put on a 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. And the 22nd year since it's been named in honor of the late Ed Glodzik. Yeah, I'm searching hard, man. I don't have a 25 for Brandon on my roster. I'm not sure how that happened. Stall cup from the corner, no. Rebound will come down. Vickers shot, no good. Rebound on the weak side went off from Restino's hands, and Manchester out of bounds. Stevie Morrow with the call. As again, Mackey, they've had a couple different people run the point here in this first half, and that'll be travel. Yeah, it's a learning process, especially at a young age, but one thing that you see, I see more of at this level and high school level, even not so much college level, but just killing the dribble early. There was no need to stop the dribble there in the backcourt, and that's something you got to really pound into the players' heads, male or female, and any age group, junior high school, this age level. You know, that you get in more trouble. That's Vickers. No. He's got a nice square-up shot. Stallcup with the rebound. Another chance here offensively for Manchester, and that's going to be a little bit long and strong and saved by Vickers. He'll kick it out on this side to number 5, Parker. Good defensive reaction that time as the zone shifted. It took away the open look, and Stallcup, a lot of muscle, becomes an assist on the basket by Vickers. Sure. And that was blocked. Mackey was trying to take a three-point shot, and it was last touched by, well, no, it's not Ringy. I don't have a 31. That's frustrating, yeah. I don't know where these, 91, okay, that's Ringy, yeah. I'll say it because I don't know where I would not have picked up a 31 now, but it's because I couldn't see it was a 91, because I'm old. Kapusta thinking 3-ball on the lefty. A little bit strong with that shot. Well, I'll tell you, he squared up well and coiled. Just got two big pipes there, and he over-muscled it over the backboard out of play. And you see Mackey almost had his pocket pick. Mackey, 3-ball net. No. off the backboard hard, went to his teammate on that side, Tremblay, and Vickers up ahead to Stallcup. Of course, Manchester has done well throughout the many years of coming to this tournament, whether they were Manchester or Dorset. A lot of times they were Dorset. But that foul called on Sawyer Heath. And Stallcup will take the ball out of bounds. Manchester, I believe it was 2, could have been 3 years ago, winning the whole thing. And again, that was another offensive rebound by Stallcup. Shot up and no good. That time was Parker that took it. Stallcup will kick it back out. Vickers, ball fakes, drive, up, no. Creative move, and Brandon with the outlet pass. Restino knocked it over to Stallcup. He'll go up and no. Vickers to Stallcup. A lot of contact, and they got to call something. Now got an injured player down on the floor, and I believe that is number 20, Sawyer Heath. And yeah, there was a lot of contact and people going hard for the ball, and we'll have a timeout on Munger Vision. Hopefully this will not be a serious injury. Walk underneath his own power with Sawyer Heath, and Mackey will spin away from Stallcup into the front court. We're in the second quarter, play 14-4. Manchester with the lead. Single elimination Glodzik basketball tournament on Munger Vision. Stallcup yanks down the rebound off the missed shot. Parker might get called for the steps, yeah. Will Parker with the ball fake, right idea. Then they call for the travel. And Mackey will come out and catch his breath for Brandon, and Letourneau will come back in. Letourneau, when he's in there, he'll run the point. It's very obvious that he needs some help. Yeah, he'll bring the ball up on the side to Bruce, and that shot might have been tipped. Zachary Bruce with the missed shot. Letourneau off the glass. No good. Ball will be slapped back out, and Restino will pick it up and find Stallcup. They want to get the tempo going. But Brandon this time back in better shape on that defensive transition. Stallcup split at the top of the 2-3 zone. Kicks it out to Vickers, and no. Stallcup, yeah, was told to go right back up with the shot. Give it back to Kapusta. Stallcup, boy, yeah, his mistake there was he brought the ball down on the floor. If he just gets the rebound, goes straight up with it, they don't take the ball from him. Letourneau, yeah, he was trying to bounce the ball off from the leg of Vickers and missed his leg. It happens. So Parker, in front of the scorers table. Now they do have a committee that selects players of the game at the end of each game for the losing team. Then for the conclusion of the tournament, during the trophy ceremony after the championship game, they have the all-tournament team named. So a lot going on this week in basketball. You're watching tomorrow's High School Stars today on Munger Vision. Kapusta with the steal, got the pass off to Parker. He tips it to Vickers. He does a little circus shot, no good, and the putback. Vickers, oh, I tell you, Manchester, Vickers will get it owning the glass, whether it's on the offensive or defensive end, and the lead goes to 12, at 16-4 Manchester. And Letourneau, that's a tough matchup against Stallcup. There's the screen, was set up top by Tremblay. And Kapusta going to go up with the left hand, because he is left-handed, and he'll hit the basket. And just 16 seconds left before Brandon can get to the halftime locker room and kind of regroup themselves. And that's going to be Letourneau. Well, they spread open at the top of that 2-3 zone at the paint. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and they're going to dribble out the clock. Yeah. Restino saying nope, and that's it. Manchester will head to the locker room with that 12-point lead, 18-6 over Brandon on Munger Vision from the Glodzik Tournament 2011. Came on late again because I was chatting. I'm a long-winded fella, and I got talking there at halftime. Manchester with a basket already here in this third quarter play to extend the lead to 20-6. And Letourneau will take the ball out of bounds. And Brandon Manchester, the third game of the tournament, first game I've been here for. Ringy will get the basket. I'll tell you, no lead insurmountable. And I've said that forever. But you got to kind of, it all starts with defensive stops. As Restino inside forces the shot up and drew the foul. Ringy will pick up the foul, and that will send Restino to the line. And they'll stop the clock with 5:11 to go in the third quarter play. 6-minute quarters. Overtime if necessary. Rustino is going to roll that one in to the Hinchy Gym basket. Here's Rustino. Coils, fires, and we're going to roll that one in. Well, that's good form for that age group, right? That's nice shooting form from the free throw line. And Letourneau with a couple baskets in that first half, trying to add to his total. Will chase down his missed shot. No, Kaputsta will beat him to it. Kaputsta with Stalkup ahead of the floor. Got it. Stalkup's just a natural athlete. His whole family is. Like I said, his older, I'm assuming it's his brother. I could be wrong, but his older brother plays basketball for Burton, but also is their quarterback on the football team. Big kid. But I'll tell you, over in the corner, nowhere to be offensively, and somehow they get the pass out to Letourneau. Letourneau looking for some spacing's just off right now for Brandon. They got really, as spacing so important, let's say if in a 2-3 zone defensively, your spacing offensively is just as important. And right now they're just not in correct position on the floor. And look at that beautiful spacing. They created gaps right there with their spacing, Manchester did. And they'll get the easy bucket down inside, and this one's starting to slip away. It's 26-8 with 4 minutes to go. And at the end of this ball game, they'll have the player of the game selected for whoever does not advance. I was going to say whoever loses the game, but our culture is so big on not saying win and lose anymore. But you know, I'm old-fashioned, and if you don't win, you lose. Doesn't mean a bad thing about it for you. It's just that's how it works in life. And Stalkup saved it. Parker can't pick it up, and here comes Brandon. He'll give the ball off to number 12, Tremblay. He'll feed the low post, and nope, shot hung on the rim, wouldn't drop. Tell you, Rustino playing a big ball game for Manchester. To Parker, tough angle, went around the rim and no good. And Rob Black with the called jump ball. Tell you, Kapusta's kind of fiery, kind of feisty down there. Is Fenton going to be coming in the ball game for Manchester? And Manchester going to call timeout, down 26-8, or I'm sorry, Brandon calling a timeout. As you can see right there, 3:14 left in the third quarter, and they've got to put a run together, Brandon does, to get back in the ball game. Brandon's going to take the ball out of bounds, or Neshaby will take the ball out of bounds right in front of the scores table here at the Hinchy Gym.
Okay, everybody's all set.
Yeah, congratulations. The Pulteney Blue Devils girls basketball team winning the state championship. That's a great accomplishment, and I'm glad they won it, to tell you the truth. West Rutland couldn't win it. I'm glad Pulteney won it, so. And that'll be a foul on Brandon. Manchester will take the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Fenton. There's Parker. Snaps the pass off on his side to Vickers and drains it for two. Carter Vickers with nothing but the bottom of the net. And Letourneau, I believe he's the leading scorer for Brandon so far in the ballgame. Finds Mackey open, turns, fires, and gets it rattled around, but Mackey will get it. Connor Mackey with the basket. Cuts the lead to 18 at 28-10. Stalkup, great catch, takes the bump, fades, fires short. Rebound will come down on a one and done as Hunter Eddy, number 3, got the rebound for Brandon. And you can see that's Sawyer Heath back in the ball game. Remember, they had to call a timeout because he was injured earlier. And Parker up and got it. Stalkup with the assist, and that'll make it 30 points on the board with 2:09 left to go in just the third quarter of play. Letourneau off the window, and then I have Letourneau for 6 points unofficially. Well, I know he's got multiple baskets. I know that much. So. And that's going to be picked off by Brandon on the break, looking for the trailer on the play. And he will get it off the side to Sawyer. He's slapped away by Vickers. He'll chase down the basketball himself. He's going to go long distance to Stalkup. Up and beautiful. Very athletic team, Manchester. And Manchester going to call timeout with just a minute 29 to go in the third. They're up by 20. To Hunter Sawyer, well, actually to Sawyer Heath. I apologize for that. Sawyer Heath brings the ball into Letourneau. And Letourneau keeping that dribble alive, and pass was looking for Bruce. Vickers will rip it out of there. And Vickers, look how well he handles the ball with his head up. Oh, great pass to Fenton. I don't care if he didn't make the basket. That's a beautiful look by Vickers. Like I said, at the end of the tournament, after the championship game, that's a 3-ball. Just off the mark. Chased down by Vickers behind the back and up the floor. He'll get the ball into the hands of number 17, Riley. Ball found the open man. Nicholson took the bump. Shot was hard. They'll come back to Vickers. He'll let the defender fly by. Squares up and drains it. And 40 seconds left, and Brandon into the front court. Nicholson there defensively. And the foul will be called.
White 17. White 17.
Riley called for the foul. And that'll put the ball on the baseline for Brandon. And Kapusta coming back in for Vickers for Manchester. Like I said, over the years, Manchester and Dorset, they've all fared very well in this tournament. And this team looks to be a serious contender. They have height, ball handlers, depth. Fenton will spin, 360 it, and just miss it. Mackey gets the ball off of Letourneau. Plenty of time for another shot, and picked out by Nicholson. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. To Fenton, up and got it. Beautiful job by Fenton, able to not get called for the travel, kept his footing. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and it's going to be just short. So Manchester just 6 minutes away from advancing to round number 2 in the Glodzik Tournament 2011 on Munger Vision. What could be the final 6 minutes of this contest? It's going to take a massive quarter by Brandon to get back into this one. They said the winner goes on to the next round. And that shot tipped around. The shot was taken by Riley, almost controlled by Stalkop. Mackey got, well, he pushed it to the edge of the three-point arc, and it was shut down defensively by Fenton. That shot's going to be short, and Stalkop will go up and get it and lay the bounce pass out to Fenton. Traveled, yeah. He was looking to get the pass off to Nicholson, and then just didn't see that the angle was there. Got called for the travel. So beside out to Brandon, it'll be Sawyer Heath taking the ball out of bounds. Into Mackey. And there has been bright spots for Brandon today. Don't get this wrong. I mean, this is a young, you know, these are young teams that play 5th and 6th grade. Oh, yeah. Sawyer Heath with a bucket. But in any event, sports event, there's a team that's, there's always a better team on the floor. That's why you have teams that win or lose, even if it's a one-point ball game. But I tell you, Nicholson with a strong move in the basket. Again, you can just see that the talent level on Manchester is very good. They're very athletic, very deep. Look at Nicholson. Didn't start the ball game by having a big fourth quarter. Got fouled by Mackey. Should be 2 shots coming up. So stepping to the line will be Jake Nicholson.
4-0 hold.
And he's going to get 2 shots. And it's Fenton, Stalkup, Nicholson, Riley, and Kapusta out there for Manchester. Eddie, Ringy, Mackey, Heath, and Tremblay. That's the 5 on the floor for Brandon. And actually, they just had a change for Manchester as Restino, 32, has come back in the ball game. And boy, Nicholson will get them all to drop. 40-14, Manchester with the lead. Tremblay, long distance, just a little bit off the mark. Tipped around comes to Fenton. Fenton to the floor, lost the handle on a ball. We picked up by Mackey. Jump ball called. And it'll be Brandon with the basketball. Yeah, so it'll be side out to Manchester. Oh, I thought I had it right the first time. Yeah, it'll be Brandon with the basketball as Sawyer Heath into Mackey, and we're at the Hinchy Gym in case you can't tell the colors, the gold and the green of West Rutland. That shot up, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound comes down to a pile of bodies, and Eddie had a chance at it. Restino will duck out of the pile with it. Restino going to bring it up past midcourt on the dribble, lobs a pass down to Kapusta along the wing on the baseline. Will spin to the baseline, up, beautiful move by Kapusta. Whoa, Mr. Kapusta. I've seen high school players that couldn't have made that move. That's good stuff. 42-14. Tremblay, 3-ball, nope. Off the window, just off the mark, and the steal. Tremblay fouled, and 2 shots coming up. So that will stop the clock with 3:39 left in this game here from the 2011 Glodzik basketball tournament. Fenton will pick up the foul. Oh, 3 shots. He was beyond the arc. Okay. So he's fouled in 3-point territory. And that will rattle around, but not down for Tremblay. So Justin Tremblay trying again here. Oops. Made the adjustment as Letourneau will come in for Mackey. On his 3rd attempt, he will just be off the mark. Kapusta, realizing he can dribble, will bring it up himself. There's the long pass to Fenton, knocked away and saved to Tremblay. That was Heath that made the save. Over to Letourneau. Foul, got 3 more shots coming up from the free throw line. Yeah, and so back-to-back fouls beyond the 3-point arc. Riley will pick up the foul, and that will send Letourneau to the line. So they get everybody situated in position, and the first of 3 shots can be put up by Letourneau. On line, just a little soft, help the front of the rim and will bounce down. So Josh Letourneau with shot number 2. Got it. Cuts the lead to 27 at 42-15. And he'll be 1 of 3 that trip down. Kapusta with the rebound on the opposite side, going to bring it right up the gut. Just out of the reach of Nicholson as he's looking. Again, they broke the floor well. They filled the lanes, but pass just a tad too long. They pulled out of their full court defense they played earlier in the ball game, talking about Manchester. And Letourneau left the ball out in front of him, able to rescue it up, and no. Cristino had it, and then it was just taken out of his hands by Fenton. Fenton fast, real quick player. Too quick though, as he'll go to the floor, slide out of bounds, and possession will go over to Brandon. It's Bruce, 22 into the ball game. Zachary Bruce for Brandon. He's going to take the ball out of bounds. And Will Parker, number 5 now, into the contest for Manchester. And Kapusta is going to come out. No, Kapusta is going to stay, and Fenton's going to come out. All right, everybody's on the same page now. And again, Manchester got out to a fast start, a quick start. Well, one of their biggest reasons was they just able to really get a lot of, oh, that shot taken and made by Hunter Eddy. That'll make it 42-17. They're going to call Nicholson. Yeah, moving screen. They call it black, whatever. Nobody near the bonus situation yet. But no, Manchester just got such a quick start, and they're able to get all kinds of rebounds off both ends of the floor, push the basketball up, get some number games going, and just had, they're just a better, they're just a better team. At this point of their careers right now, they've got more height, a little better ball handling skills. They shot confidently. And they're going to come out of this game with a win, advance to the next round. As Restino on that screen and roll will go back to Riley and travel. Yeah, but just the fact they executed the pick and roll was excellent. They had a very structured offense when the break wasn't there, and I'm talking about Manchester. Up for three. Nope. That shot taken by Sawyer Heath. Yeah, what happened there was Restino fell out of bounds with the ball in contact with him, so it's going to be Mackey and company for Brandon taking the ball out of bounds. Parker had it, lost it. Eddie had it, lost it. Parker will be tied up. And it'll be Manchester basketball with 1:43 to go. As Ringy, 91, going to be coming in the ball game now for Brandon. And I guess I lost my clipboard. It happens. Riley, oh, nowhere to shoot. Look at that defense swarm around. Great catch. Kapusta up, under, fouled. So Heath will be called for the foul. And Kapusta going to head to the line to shoot a couple. So it's been a long, grinded out fourth quarter. And Kapusta, who's been very impressive along with, well, I've been calling him Restino, Stahl Cup, the whole gang, Fenton. Ringy with the rebound to Eddie. They'll get up ahead to Heath. Heath cut off by Riley, forces a shot up from the corner, and the rebound will be taken control by Kapusta, and he'll just hand the ball off, literally, to Riley, to Restino. Ball fakes. Defense rotates with him and comes all the way across the weak side. Knocked away by Mackey, picked up by Eddie. The numbers are there right now for Brandon. Mackey up and short. Rebound, Riley. 51 seconds left in the basketball game. Nicholson. He's been good off the bench for Manchester. From the corner, Parker. Nope, just a tad bit off the mark. Kapusta with 36 seconds. Nicholson, they'll swing the ball over to Restino. All kinds of time. Got it. 44 points is an excellent effort in a sixth grade basketball game. That's where Manchester sets right now, 44-19. And ball tipped around, still loose, still battle for it. Restino will have it. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. He's into the front court. Looking across. Yeah, it's going to be out of bounds with 2.3 seconds to go. Manchester's going to pull back. They're told from the sideline not to foul. And that's going to be it. Manchester with the 44-19 win over Brandon will advance to the next round in the Glodzik tournament. I'll keep it here as they announce the player of the game.
Manchester moves on, and we thank Nestle.
You can see Brian and Beth Glodzik, Ed Glodzik's children. They hand out the awards. All part of the tradition here at the Glodzik tournament. And of course, Pat Lahan, who's an icon here, doing the PA.
Player of the game, number 44, Josh Letourneau.
That's it, Josh Letourneau, the player of the game for Brandon. Congratulations to Josh. Good effort.
And for the Manchester Cats, number 11, Griff Stallcup.
Yeah, Griff Stallcup, player of the game for Manchester. I'll have more from the Glodzik tournament 2011 on Munger Vision.
Okay, and the consolation.
Take some doing right here for you to figure this out. This is Mettawee and Floodbrook. Floodbrook's in the orange, and they've got the lead 2-0. There's 40 seconds have gone by. Mettawee into the front court now. One thing I won't miss about doing young kids basketball is that Mettawee had no numbers in the program. And I know it doesn't seem like a big deal to anybody but me, but you should have a deadline to submit your numbers to the program being printed, because I don't know if you ever tried to broadcast a ball game without any jersey numbers, but trying to track them down with 4 minutes between games and run the camera and do the game is just impossible. And it makes for a real sloppy broadcast. And I'm handicapped enough with my education, just being stupid, basically. I can't help how I was born, but it just makes it harder to try to broadcast a game when you got to try to get numbers and put them in order and nothing matches. And so I can tell you right now, it's 2-0 Floodbrook. They're in the orange uniforms, and that shot was tipped around, comes down to Mettawee, and he'll try to save the ball back. And that's the guy that made the basket for Floodbrook, number 13. That's Thornton. And they're going to call it travel, as that was number 2, Nick Burbank, that fell to the ground. So again, the winner here will advance on into the next round of the Glodzik tournament. As Mettawee's number 4, Colt Ballard, is going to run the point. And I tell you, you couldn't have a cooler name than Colt, be an athlete. It beats having a name like Jerry not being athletic. So Colt Ballard will get the basketball back, number 4. And he'll penetrate up, and a little Pete Maravich looking shot there, and that's Baker up with it. That's no good. Boy, look at Baker on the boards again. Now, there was no 34 even on the program, period. And somebody said it was Baker. I don't have any first name for the guy, and I could be completely wrong with his last name, but Mettawee looking to take the lead. Will go up, and Ballard, nope. Heard some footsteps behind him, rush the shot. Then the foul called, and there'll be 2 shots coming up, and I'm going to go with Baker as 34. Even though I'm not sure that the foul will be called on Floodbrook's number 20, Camden Bunker.
Take your time, Steve.
Well, somebody just called him Steve, so I'll go with Steve Baker as 34. Keep my fingers crossed. He missed them both. The rebound came right back to him, and boy, he pounded that one off the glass. And out of the pack, it'll be stolen away. Floodbrook back on defense in those orange uniforms. Mettawee in the white, and that shot put up, and that might have been tipped by the defensive player out there, as it's kind of the ball game matches the broadcast. It's kind of all over the place and choppy, and there'll be a foul called on Baker as crashing to the floor will be Burbank. There'll be no shots taken. It's a possession foul. They're going to run, well, not really a stack. I'm not sure what to call it, but they're trying to go to the much taller player for Floodbrook, Bunker, and he'll put it up and got it. That was pretty spectacular. As Bunker will make it 4-2 Floodbrook. As Colt Ballard shot was blocked, the shot off the block came right back to Mettawee. And Floodbrook will come up with the basketball. That's Bunker. He'll put it on the floor. And defensively, number 27 is there, is Edwards. Lays it out, and they'll settle things down now as Burbank had it, lost. It'll go out of bounds. Thornton, where they're now number 13, along with Bunker. Man, I'm so rushed between the games with just 4 minutes to try to write down the rosters that I can't read my own handwriting. It's bad handwriting to begin with, then I'm in such a rush. Oh my God, that guy is awesome. Camden Bunker with a couple unbelievable shots. Must be in his resume. Oh, look at this, up and got it. Colt Ballard, they just spread the defense, and he took the opening and brought it to the hole and made the bucket. Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. And the steal. Kind of a steal. And yeah, he'll stay inbounds. That was number 27, Edwards. Here comes Floodbrook the other way, and tough shot. Shot was taken by Schoenberger, Drew Schoenberger, number 5. And for Mettawee, checking in the ballgame now, will be Houston Wood, number 13, number 38, George Bork. And for Floodbrook, 15 coming in, Chris Hasselton. And I know there's more numbers that came into the ball game, but I'll try to catch up to it. And boy, look at that. Thornton had it, and the guy called travel. Thornton took it away from his own teammate, the rebound. Tristan Hart, number 24, was in there for Floodbrook, and they want the ball brought over to Steve Morrow, and that's going to be number 40, Matthew Parker, bringing the ball in bounds to Amaral, Jonathan Amaral. So Amaral going to run the point right now. Thornton on him defensively, and Amaral will lose the ball out of bounds. Just a minute 12 to go in a very rapidly played first quarter. And it's 6-4, and I believe Floodbrook's the home team. And they would be the ones with the lead, 6-4 on the scoreboard. As for Floodbrook, number 13, Peter Thornton, had the game's first basket, was looking to penetrate, and by the time he realized where he was on the floor, the shot was gone, and that's going to be long and strong, and they'll scramble for the ball now, and we'll have a foul called, and I believe it'll be on Team Thornton will get the foul. So it'll be taken out of bounds, side out by Mettawee. And Matthew Parker able to get the long pass into Seth Brohl. Back to Amaral. And he got cut off nicely there by Schoenberger. And boy, tough pass, and then the foul. I don't know how he got the pass over there, but he got in the hands of Bork, and Bork was fouled. And so the foul will be on Thornton, his second personal. And for Floodbrook, Travis Foster at the scores table, he's going to be checking in. All right, so everybody kind of settling in now, and George Bork will not get the first shot. It's Travis Foster allowed to enter the ballgame now for Thornton. Will sit down with the two personal fouls. And that shot just a little bit short. It might have actually fallen out of the hands of Burke on his attempt to put it up toward the basket. And Schoenberger, yeah, they want the ball brought back. It's Bunker and Schoenberger trying to get on the same page here. Now you see Bunker able to bring the ball right up into the front court. Goes all the way to the baseline, and boy, they let him go baseline to baseline, and they've got to stop the ball a lot sooner than that. And that foul will be called on Mettawee's number 38, George Bork. So Camden Bunker will step to the line. And this is the Glodzik Tournament 2011. It's the 52nd year that the West Rutland Booster Club has sponsored the 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. It's the 22nd year. It was named in honor of the late Eddie Glodzik. And he'll miss them both. Ball's loose, laying in the paint, and jump ball called as for Floodbrook. Foster got in there, and he tied up number 12, Baker, Stephen Baker. Now I know that's not right already. Stephen Baker is number 34, so I don't have any idea who number 12 is. Oh, it gets confusing, believe me. And a foul called on Travis Foster. That's with 10 seconds to go. Mettawee's already in their offensive end of the floor. That's plenty of time. Get the ball on and get a good shot off. They don't have to rush it here. That's a tough pass, yeah. That was just a tough pass for Bork to handle, and so it was at his shins, up and in. They're going to try to beat the clock. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Bunker going to let it go. It'll count if it goes, and that's it. 6-4, Floodbrook with the lead over Mettawee at the end of the first quarter of play from the Glodzik tournament. Tight ball game. We go into the second quarter. Teams seem to be evenly matched. Tell us some of the spectators pass through here. I think over the years, I think some of the most entertaining part of the Glodzik tournament for me is obviously the players are incredible to watch develop and, you know, grow up through their careers in JV ball and varsity ball and stuff. And it's the coaches. There's some coaches that are wound so tight. As Bryce Little fouled, he's going to line and shoot a couple. But they look like they have stomach aches and headaches and constipated, and the end of the world's coming if they don't win. And most of the time, the players come in and they get jiving around with the music and the warm-ups, smiling, joking around with Pat Lahan, the MC, and they're into the game and the crowd and enjoying it. It's the coaches who look like they need Rolaids and Alka-Seltzers and Tylenol and illegal sedatives or whatever, or prescription sedatives, not illegal, not over the counter, I meant. I don't know, maybe they need some illegal sedatives too. Now, I know when I coached, when I was a young man starting off in 1980, coaching 4th and 5th grade basketball at Southeast School, I probably took it way too serious myself. I was wound up tighter in the spring. But as years progressed, through all the different sports I helped coach, I learned you could get a lot more out of yourself and out of your team by approaching it as a job. You work hard, you get the rewards for it, but if you lose, the sun rises in the morning and everybody's going to be okay, and you learn from a loss, and if you win, you enjoy the moment, but you don't get buried in it and gloat. And I'm not knocking any coach here. This is my second game of the tournament for this year. I don't know how many thousands into it, but there's some coaches already there going to have a stroke before this thing's over. Double dribble, they got to call that. Yeah, they have to call that because they gave Thornton a distinct advantage on a break to the basketball for an uncontested layup. Because let's be honest, at this age level, you do let some travels go and you do let some double dribbles go. But when it gives you a distinct advantage, you gotta do it. You gotta call it. Ballard showed Thornton the ball, brought it back. Thornton playing with 2 fouls. Gotta watch that reaching. He's gonna pick up a 3rd one. It's Bunker. Bunker's been quite a difference maker in the ball game for Floodbrook, as Thornton will go to the floor and they'll be tied up. Thornton 13 in orange. Tying up Mettawee's number 29, Jonathan Amaral. I mean, you hear, basketball is one of the sports we hear the coaches much more because it's a transitional game and it's constant action. Baseball, you don't hear the coaches as much because there's so much break between each play. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that foul we called on Floodbrook's Nick Burbank. There's 40 taking the ball out of bounds is Parker, Matthew Parker. And Amaral able to scoop it up and get it under control and get to the baseline, fades, fires, might have been partially blocked, gets it to his teammate, up, no good as the shot taken. Well, I don't have 15, I'll have to work on that. I know I've got a 15, I'm out in order because, quite frankly, I didn't have any numbers to work with. Look at that, it's Camden, Bunker with the drive, no good. Schoenberger up, blocked, this time distinctly by Ballard, or clearly by Ballard. This is a low-scoring game. The game I did prior to this, Manchester had 44 points on the board at the end of the ball game, and then 6-4 here in the second quarter of this game. It's got a long way to go to get to 44. And there it is, the Thornton up ahead. Thornton double dribbled again. Yeah. Well, he's actually on the drive. You'll take 2 hands, hold the ball, take a step, and then dribble again. And for Mettawee, see if I've got this number now. Jonah Knapp Wilson coming in the ball game. So Wilson in the ball game for Mettawee. This is Ballard, Colt Ballard. And Ballard will put the shot up. And you can see again, he relied an awful lot on Thornton to get the ball up. He double dribbled there and he let it go, yeah. Up and got it. Thornton with the basket. That'll make it 8-4. Floodbrook with the 4-point lead. That's going to be a foul. As Burbank will be assessed the foul.
John, take 5.
Yeah, it's a non-shooting foul. Nobody's in the bonus yet.
John, bounce pass. Don't.
And
John, he's telling where to go. John.
I believe 15 is another Amaral.
Move.
Yeah, and he's going to get the pass into Wilson. Back to Ballard. Done. Yeah, I don't see, and I'm not knocking anybody. Don't take it wrong like that. When I watch this age level, like last year's Proctor squad, they ran a high school offense. People had assignments on the floor. They were choreographed, travel called. Everybody had an assignment and they followed it. It was structured. The offenses I've seen here, pretty much you've got 2 point guards who the coaches put tremendous, delegation of power to them to basically spread the floor and dribble around and just kind of take an unrestricted shot. There's no real boundaries out there. Nice job on offensive rebound. That's number 40, that's Parker. And Parker had a block by Schoenberger. Ball will come free. Schoenberger playing soccer down the floor, kicks the ball 20 yards, and Ballard will be fouled. That'll be Thornton's third personal.
1-3.
And that's also the 1-and-1. So that's a big foul for Floodbrook. I have him unofficially with 3. See if they're going to let him stay in there. Nope. They're going to have 24 for Floodbrook coming in the ball game, Tristan Hart, and he'll replace Thornton. But again, when you're freelance so heavily on offense and defense, things get chaotic, and it's easy to have a lot of turnovers offensively and a lot of fouls defensively. And Ballard missed the shot. It's a 1-and-1, and then Ballard will slap the ball away on the steal. And yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. It's a nice drive and all, but that's their offense. And you can see that big number 20 coming out of the pack with his bunker. Looks for the trailer on the play. There was none. He'll throw over the top, get to Schoenberger, and taken right out of his hands by Amaral. And then Ballard racing after the loose basketball is going to go up, and tough angle. He was fouled, and there'll be some shots coming up for Ballard. And hopefully, yeah, he didn't get hurt too bad, but that's a very awkward foul on a drive, and he will be attended to by the head coaches. So Ballard able to get walk off. He's holding his elbow. He might have landed on, like, got a stinger in that funny bone. And that's speculation. I don't know that, but he looked like he would be able to come back into the ball game later on. So Amaral going to take his spot on the shots. And just for, I didn't have the camera on him, but Tristan Hart came over. He was the young man that committed the foul, and he checked on the condition of Ballard, and good sportsmanship, patted his back and stuff. And with an 8-5 Floodbrook lead, that's a very fitting name in this wet spring season. They'll have a timeout taken from the Glodzik Tournament 2011. It goes cold. Well, Floodbrook came out and faced a Mettawee full court defense. So Mettawee changed up their defense, and it led to a turnover. And this is Amaral on the drive. He was fouled, and the shot almost went. 2 shots. So 2 shots coming up for Jeremy Amaral. Now there are 2 Amarals on the roster. Jeremy, who is 29, and Jonathan, who's 15. That's Mettawee. George Bork's out there, number 38. Wilson's number 20 in white. And Stephen Baker's 34. Okay, I've got that part figured out now for Mettawee. I'll try to catch up to Floodbrook in just a second. That shot no good. As Amaral turns, fires, no good. And if I've got any of the names wrong, I apologize. You can go ahead and hammer him if you want, but. Yeah, so you can see they're going to put pressure on the inbounds pass with number 25, Travis Foster. There's the catch by Amaral. And he tried to drive baseline, and the defense just took it away from him. He forced the issue, and the ball wanted to bounce off one of the Mettawee Floodbrook defenders to Mettawee. So Amaral getting into Baker, and He'll give the pass back. Bork got to the free throw line, stop, and it's going to be Amaral up a little bit to the left, and the ball come all the way back out to Mettawee. They'll drive baseline up, tough shot, no good. Rebound tipped around. It'll be Burbank. No, I'm sorry, that's not Burbank. That's Camden. Camden Bunker. Bork, hearing footsteps behind him, wants to give the ball up to the point guard. We'll give it up to Amaral. Yeah, I'm just checking my spell. Amaral is what I have down for the name. And a minute 43 to go in the second quarter. 8-5 Floodbrook. Bork looking, trying to beat the 5 count, gets the ball into Amaral. He's swallowed up by just a sea of orange, and that ball tipped around, comes down to Amaral. No good. Ball comes back out, and here comes Floodbrook on the break. Takes the shot way outside from the basket, and it was tipped. Burbank took the shot, it was tipped, and it's going to be Floodbrook basketball. Team fouls have Floodbrook with 9. And just 3 team fouls on Mettawee. And there's the steal by Amaral. And yeah, he kind of lost his balance there, and his brother Amaral there will get it. Makes it a 1-point ball game at 8-7. As Schoenberger will cross that midcourt logo, and we'll see they let a few steps go there, but he had no distinct advantage, and he threw the ball away, and it'll be Mettawee basketball. So Bork and Amaral, and for Mettawee, they're going to bring in Rudy Senecal. So Senecal, 35, coming in the ball game. And
Thank you. Yes.
okay, they are going to allow Seth Bro, number 28, to also come in for Stephen Baker, and those are all Mettawee changes. All right, so 63 hectic seconds left here in this second quarter play of the 4th game from the Glodzik tournament. There's the grab, and Bro tied up by Bunker. And for Mettawee, number 27, Nicholas Edwards, comes into the ball game. And there's the full court press by Mettawee. Bunker came back to make himself available for the pass. Bunker going to go baseline to baseline and got it. Yeah, press wasn't very effective there, as there was some confusion on who was supposed to be guarding who. And Bunker made him pay for it with the basket. And I had Bunker unofficially for 6 points. And Schoenberger able to get the pass in, and travel called on number 25, Foster. That's going to be side out to Mettawee. At the conclusion of the ball game, they'll have the players of the game selected. Schoenberger able to find an open teammate out there, and that was Edwards. Edwards off the acceleration went baseline, still going baseline, lost the hand on it. Bork up, and that's not Bork, that's 35. It's Rudy Senecal. Okay, so the foul was called on 25 in orange as Travis Foster. And that stops the clock with 19.6 seconds to go. All right. Now, just a little off the mark for Senecal. Been a long game, that's for sure. And we're only nearing halftime. In the 52nd West Rutland Booster Club sponsored boys and girls 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. Well, Bunker with a nice catch off the good pass from Schoenberger. Again, nobody got in his way, and he made it. It's been his bread and butter, and that's just real fundamental breakdown defensively. Bunker came up, almost made the steal. Still 3 seconds, 2 seconds. This will count. Just missed it. So Floodbrook will have the 12-8 lead over Mettawee at the half from the Glodzik tournament 2011. Trailing by 4, we'll have the first shot of the second half. Will be off the mark, and it was tipped out of bounds by Parker. Goes to Floodbrook, and it's just Schoenberger going to bring it into Thornton, who's playing with 3 fouls. Travel called. Schoenberger called for the travel. And the ball going to Mettawee. It actually was a pretty evenly played first half of basketball, and Parker will take that ball out of bounds and bring it into Amaral. As there's some confusion on a defensive assignment on that side, and the ball last touched by Bryce Little of Floodbrook. It's going to be Mettawee ball, and they need somebody to take the ball out of bounds. Parker will take the ball out of bounds. As they look and foul on a nice cut, just didn't handle the pass cleanly. That was Edwards, shot up, no good. Jump ball called, and it's going to go, should be Orange basketball. And you can see that Mettawee, in that first half, they switched up, went to a full court defense. It hasn't been that effective, to be honest with you. Thornton, took some nasty steps. You can see Colt Ballard back in the ball game and went hard to the hole and missed a shot. Here comes Bunker. This time they cut him off from being able to finish the drive. They'll go looking inside to Thornton, picked up by Ballard. Ballard on the break into the front court. And Schoenberger's going to pick up the foul. Gotten away. Blocking foul, yep. So it'll go side out to Mettawee, and that was tapped out of bounds by Schoenberger. And there's a couple of Amarals out there. Jeremy, as I have it, it's number 29, Jeremy Amaral. Well, let me see. I don't know if I've got that right yet, to tell you the truth. Amaral's 15 and 29. Whether it's Jonathan or Jeremy, I don't know. But that's going to be, in my book, that's going to be Amaral taking the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be slapped away by Orange, number 12, Bryce Little. A lot of tournament left to come up. Parker fell down and just blocked by Bunker. Bunker, a big difference maker in this ball game. Gets the long pass ahead to Thornton. No. And on the break, Mettawee looking to get the push in transition. Will stop, put it up, and got it. Nice job by 27, Nicholas Edwards, and now they'll go to the press after the made basket. Almost a steal. 12-10, Floodbrook's lead down to 2. And Floodbrook's going to have the open look, no good. Amaral with the rebound, taken away by Thornton, and the basket. Thornton with the steal and the bucket. As you can see Schoenberger coming up top on that defense and pressuring Amaral. Works off the screen by Ballard. That gives him the baseline and the running one-hander. No good. Parker got the rebound on the weak side. Fades, fires, and no. But everything but the bucket. And Edwards. Okay, so Edwards was fouled by Schoenberger. Yeah, they're going to have a substitution. Mettawee that's going to bring in number 12, who I don't know who that is. It sounds like a real cluster mess on my part trying to broadcast it, but I got to tell you, when there's no numbers to go with the names in the program, you try to make the calls. Oh, nice block by... Okay, they just called him John, so that's Jonathan Amaral. Number 15, okay. I'm going to stay with Floodbrook, as that was a great block by Amaral. Bunker catches, fires, missed it. It's a great inbounds play, just didn't get the finish. Here comes Ballard the other way, 14-10, Floodbrook. 14-12 as Mettawee picking up some new energy here in the second half. Has cut the lead to 2. Bunker, good hands. Gets it ahead to Thornton, he's going to take it up and got fouled coming in from the wing, and 2 shots. That's what I was waiting to see, and they're going to give him 2 shots.
Hold on, white 12. White 12 versus 2.
And so that will lead to 2 shots for Thornton, and 2 made free throws. He can tie the ball game up. So he'll take his time and get set at the free throw line. He'll coil, shoot, and just a little bit off the mark. He actually was right on line, just didn't put enough muscle behind it. So for Floodbrook, Chris Hasselton has come in the ball game, number 15, and for Mettawee, number 20, Wilson has come to the ball game. And I think that is it. Yep, that's all. We're all caught up. Still 3:16 left in the third quarter. And yeah, that should be a violation. Yeah, guy hit the rim and he missed the rim, so the ball automatically goes over to Mettawee. Mettawee with a 2-point basket can tie this thing up, and Floodbrook electing to pick up at the midcourt defense. I'm trying to see if they're playing a zone over there. It's got the look of a zone, and a rebound came down to Bryce Little, the bunker, and he lost the ball out of bounds. Edwards was there pressure. Edwards has been a big difference maker here. Nicholas Edwards has number 27 in white for Mettawee here in the second half, with a made basket and then some defensive pressure. Ballard trying to work off the screen. Schoenberger trying to play off the top of it. Good drive, no finish. Amaral came up looking for a foul, didn't get the call. Bunker over the top defensively to Little, back to Bunker. Bunker trying to use the sideline. Looking long distance. Thornton with this grab, and no, rolls off the rim. And it'll be saved by Amaral. Back to Thornton, puts it up, got it. Bad break for Amaral as he made a great play to make the save. Unfortunately, he went right back to Thornton, who made the basket. 16-12, Floodbrook, third quarter action from the Glodzik tournament. Edwards fires just a little bit off the mark. Bunker wants to whip the pass over. There's the steal. Foul. And I believe shots will be coming up.
2-0 on the air.
2 shots, and it was Bunker, Camden Bunker, that will be assessed the foul. And that will be the third team foul on Floodbrook in this half. And they're going to let him get set here, get ready to refocus on his second shot. And got it. Got 1 and 2, cuts it to 3. It's a 1-possession ball game. A good 3-point shot is in effect here. There's the steal, up foul, going back to the line. Tell you, the press wasn't that effective in the first half when they went to it. Talking about Mettawee. They're allowing Bunker to just come up baseline to baseline and make layups. They've changed their structure here assignment-wise with the press, and now it's causing all kinds of trouble for Floodbrook to break the press. It's leading to turnovers and baskets the other way. Now it'll be short. Amaral kind of rushed that first shot. He's got to take a breath here and get recomposed. And he'll miss the second shot. Rebound, Edwards had it, lost it. Little, number 12, and up went Thornton. Boy, Thornton's got one direction. That's going to the hole. That's white basketball. One of Thornton's problems that he could work on will be on his drives, is to keep his head up so he can see what's in front of him and make adjustments. He's just putting his head down now and going full throttle to the hoop. It's hard to see with your head down what's in front of you. Thornton on the spin will lose the ball, and that shot was blocked, and it's going to be last touched by Mettawee. Floodbrook in the orange uniforms with the basketball. And they're looking to go long and break it. Never really had a chance that play, didn't. As the press, they kind of lost their composure against it. It's hectic, and it's 5th and 6th grade basketball as Wilson ties up Schoenberger, and the arrow's going to stay, I believe, down this end with Mettawee, and that is the case. To Edwards on this side. Edwards. That is a 2-3 zone they're playing out there defensively. Little with the touch, and Thornton with the travel. Thornton turned around, there was a defensive player right in front of him. Yeah, they're going to allow some changes now to come in as the taller Amaral, 15, coming in the ball game for Mettawee, and Matthew Parker, number 40, coming in for Mettawee, as they'll have, looks like Parker take the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. 16-13 Floodbrook. Blocked by Bunker. Parker in the paint, turns, had the ball stripped away by Schoenberger, then stolen back by Amaral. Gets it back to Ballard. Ballard will penetrate below the free throw line. Little running hook shot, no good. Amaral pushes it up and got fouled. Crazy action down in the paint. And Schoenberg, got to be getting near foul trouble for him. He'll pick up the foul. So 2 shots coming up for Amaral. Nope, that'll rattle around, but not down. And Seth Bro coming in for Mettawee. And it looks like Tristan Hart, 24, has come in for Floodbrook. That is the case. So 16-13 Floodbrook, still 16-13. Now what happened was Amaral took the free throw shot and then tried to follow it up and be the first person to the rebound. Violated the ball, didn't hit the rim before he came over the line. I don't understand these inbounds plays, but it should be Mettawee basketball, and it will be. At this age group, there are very few players who can throw a long, tight pass full length of the court to break a press. It can be done, but it's much easier to set a screen from mid-court in and make it a shorter distance to get the ball in bounds. You have more chance of being more accurate on your pass. As Edwards will pick up the foul.
Where's the guy? Pick up the guy right now. Don't let the ball in. Where's the guy?
And it'll be Schoenberger taking the ball out of bounds. Floodbrook held the lead at the half, and it's just about right where we left it. There's Thornton. See, I just don't understand that. And I think the coach is going to explain something to him. Yeah, I mean, they're creating their own turnovers. That's really, I love to give the defense credit when they do something. That's a great pass. I mean, obviously Ballard right there. He threw that like John Elway, right on the money into the hands of Parker, who got fouled, and Matt Parker stepping up the line now. And that is the 16th foul. On Floodbrook, as Parker getting a second chance here, trying to salvage 1 and 2. Going to go. Had to wait. Had one of those tricky second bounces, and it dropped in for him. Yeah, a much better way to get the ball in bounds. And then Edwards with the foul.
White 27.
So I love that about any age group, but he was like, what? What, me? And yeah, I mean, it was so obvious, but it's funny because he's still like, what, me? We're going again, another turnover on too long a pass. Ballard was heading toward the wrong basket. Everybody in the stands let him know he was, so. But both teams just, I'm just surprised, and I'm not knocking the coaches. I don't know what they practice or anything, but neither coach really seems to have an issue with all these long passes that are becoming turnovers. Now, see that pass there? Should have been lobbed up in the air because 15, Amaral has a much, he's tall. He could have just reached up and got the ball. Bunker pulls up, no good. Rebound, Amaral to Ballard, and Ballard's going to pull his way by Bunker into the front court. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. That's going to be blocked. To Parker, will make the save to Amaral. Got it. Great play by Parker. That was Parker. Now, I'm not sure. They gave him 3 points for that basket and tied the game up at 16. I question that. I had it at 16-13, but I'm not the official scorer. So 16 all on the board. As Houston Wood, number 13, into the ballgame. I don't understand this. Using a timeout. They're using a timeout, Floodbrook is, with 4 seconds left in a tight ball game. They might want those timeouts later in the contest, but that's why they're paid the big money. That's a wasted timeout. Yeah. He almost made it, but I didn't understand wasting the timeout there. 16-all going in the fourth quarter play, Floodbrook and Mettawee. So Mettawee having a good third quarter, tying the ball game up. Bunker went right back on a nice give and go and drew the foul. They brought the ball back down to Travis Foster, and he's going to go to the line and shoot a couple. And Colt Ballard called for the foul.
Matthew, who are you guarding?
Okay, so they get everything set, and Hart now will step to the line and look to break the tie. Foster will can the first one.
Matthew, you're guarding number 25.
Everybody getting into it here in a tight ball game in the fourth quarter. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be white basketball. So Mettawee will take over, down by 1. And Floodbrook now going to employ the press. Looks like they're going to go full court man. Ballard able to navigate through the press, got a clean lane and missed a shot. Parker up and missed it. Gonna be chased down by Amaral. Inside the arc, up and no. Long rebound comes down to Schoenberger. Edwards almost came up with a steal, and Schoenberger got the ball under control. We'll get it off on that side. Bryce Little picked up by Ballard as the ball was passed low. Foul called. I believe Little will pick up the foul. Was it before the shot? No, and Ballard will head to the line. He'll shoot a couple. Looking for the tie on the first shot here. Now Floodbrook in the lead at 17-16, still in the lead at 7-16. Floodbrook also has 17 fouls, and Mettawee has 4. Okay, so Ballard all set. Colt at the line. Nope. And Parker with the rebound puts it up and missed it. Bunker will throw the top to Little, and he's looking for some help. Edwards back there playing the tough defense against him. And Bunker, that time they matched up well. They put the taller Amaral on Bunker, and Ballard got it. Will give Mettawee the lead at 18-17. That's the first lead Mettawee's had, I think, in the ball game. If not, then very early on. Edwards got it, and there it is. The press has made the difference. They made that adjustment with the press in the second half. And it's a 3-point Mettawee lead to Amaral. Blocked by Bunker, and a foul will be called. White 15, I believe he said. That's the taller Amaral. And it'll be signed. Yeah, it's going to be on the inline to Floodbrook, as Edwards going to come up with a loose ball, jump ball. As Edwards gets up after being tied up by Burbank. It'll be white basketball, so Mettawee will have the ball. They've got the lead. There's 4:40 left to go in the basketball game. The winner here advances deeper into the Glodzik tournament 2011. And foul. Yeah. Came right across the arms of the shooter Amaral. 2-0 will be Bunker called for the foul, so Camden Bunker will pick up the foul. And Thornton going to be checking in the ballgame now for Floodbrook. Number 13, he'll come to the scores table and get set to check in on the second shot. So the run continues here for Mettawee as they've increased the lead to 4. As Little will come out, and that's who Thornton will come in for. Thornton, number 13 in orange. And can't get set. Got the shooter again crossed the line. He missed a shot anyways, but it'll be Floodbrook basketball down by 4. Bunker. Yeah, see how they've changed the defense? Bunker was bringing it up baseline to baseline before they changed up the press or worked out the bugs in it. Floodbrook going to take a timeout. 21-17. Mettawee with the lead in the 4th quarter. Oh, they had an open man, and Burbank bobbled the ball out of bounds, and pass came from Schoenberger, and to Amaral. But the press that time just didn't recognize who was standing around him. Great look. Great look. Good finish. That's a press break. Got the ball to the free throw line. The defense came up on him. The back line did. And he found the open man. There's the tip. Ballard up as Mettawee. Boy, they could have put some. They got a 6-point lead with 4:11 to go in the ball game. It's going to be orange basketball. And taking it out of bounds will be Hasselton. Oh, and didn't set a screen in the back court. Edwards able to chase down the interception. His pass picked off at this end, and then a foul will be called on Amaral. It's a look, and I think it is the 1-1. No, it's going to be side out. Okay, that's only the 6th team foul. 8 fouls on Floodbrook in the orange, and 6 fouls now on Mettawee. And again, trying those long passes. Edwards' pass picked off by Thornton. Thornton double dribbled. Again, it gave him a clear advantage to the basket. That's why they called it. Yeah, what a boost. See, that defense picked up the whole game for Mettawee. Parker went back and got it up. Before the shot, the foul was committed. It'll be the 1-1. So Parker will step up to the line. Every shot big in a tight ball game. So Parker ready, and Parker's first shot up, and good. I think they're going to wave it off. He crossed the line. Yeah, he crossed the free throw line, going over the line. So they're getting set as they match up full court man. Schoenberger awaits the ball, and we'll get it. And Edwards right on top of the play was the official Rob Black, and Edwards, who's been a big difference maker in the ballgame for Mettawee, just had to step out of bounds. So Nicholas Edwards. In a matchup of 2 very even teams, Bryce Little, well, Edwards stole it, went up, and Edwards can't get the finish. Ballard had it, lost it. Thornton with the steal. Thornton off to the races. Thornton will get the finish at the other end. Makes it a 23-19 ball game. 3.5 minutes left to go. Yeah, and the coach from Mettawee just told him no. They didn't want those long passes. That's actually going to be a travel call. Yeah, his own teammate ran into him, which caused the travel. So that was Hart running into Weatherhold. And that led to the travel and the turnover. Boy, I tell ya. You can see Amaral looking for Parker, and Thornton will get the basketball back. And Thornton will have a goal. Foul called on Ballard.
Hey, you got a box out. Hey, 4-1.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. It'll be Thornton. It'll go to the line. So big free throws for Thornton now, trying to cut into that 4-point lead with 3:08 left in regulation. Everybody's over the limit, foul-wise, team foul-wise. I think everybody aligned on the box. All right, so I've never seen so many people pull off the box. Nope. Parker had it taken away almost. Amaral will get it to Edwards, who will make the grab. And you can see the timeout being called by the Mettawee coach with 2:59 to go in the fourth quarter. Okay, so we'll see what they came up with after that timeout. I don't believe they're going to stall the ball. They want to kick it back out to Parker and try to get, well, Ballard trying to become open. They can't get him the basketball. It's Amaral. To Edwards, wants to go baseline, squeezes through there, kicks the pass out, picked up by the taller Amaral. And Ballard finally able to get open to get the basketball. 20 seconds gone off the clock on this one possession. Remember, there is no shot clock in the state of Vermont other than college ball. Now they do, they're spreading the floor and they want him to come out of the zone. They want him they're running the clock. They're going to stall the ball. Yep. They're going to freeze the ball. Well, I tell you what, this is tough to do at a 5th, 6th grade level, run 3 minutes off the clock. There's the foul off Thornton. I think that's his 4th. A lot of things to take into account here. Now, the coach obviously knows his team better than anybody. But to try to take the air out of the ball for 3 minutes at this level, and the game has been very sloppy and filled with turnovers. I don't know. Each team shooting 50% from the free throw line. It seemed like a risky move considering they revved the game up with the press that led to turnovers and easy baskets. And now they're doing that. Now they're slowing the ball down. Nice shot by Ballard. Well, if he can do that every time, he'll make his coach look like a genius. Rebound slapped around, and Schollenberger has it, had it, lost it. Now they'll go back and everybody get in position. And I guess what I'm thinking is if you're Floodbrook, how much time are you going to let them run down in a it's 2 possessions, 5 points, 2 3-pointers, and you're ahead. There you go. It is hard at this age level to freeze the ball. Now they're going to give possession back with 1.5 minutes to Floodbrook, down by just 5. So Hasselton looking long. Oh, they still are going to. I've never seen that all afternoon. That long outlet pass. And I guess I am questioning, but who am I to question? The first 7 or 8 times it didn't work. You might want to, especially when it's all about possessions, set a screen, bring somebody back to the ball like a 10 or 15-foot play. But you're asking a 11-year-old player who's 5 feet tall to throw an accurate pass the full length of the court, and it's just failed all day. That's a big possession to lose right there. We now can get the ball in bounds. Edwards going to chase it down. Yep. Nice grab by Ballard. He'll bring it back out and he'll spread the floor. They're much more realistic now to spread the floor with 1.5 minutes. Amaral behind the back. At some point, Floodbrook's got to determine when do they foul, because they can run the clock out. Like right now, they're going back into the zone. Now they're going to come out and there's the foul.
1-5 Orange, hold.
As Hasselton will be called for the foul.
2 shots.
That is the 10th team foul. That's also 2 shots the rest of the way. So Jeremy Amaral at the line can just about really get both of these take a big breath, sigh of relief. Nope. That'll be off the mark. Oh, look at that. Nice job. Jump ball, and it's going to be Mettawee basketball. Or Floodbrook basketball. Thornton not in the ball game. I don't know if he fouled out. Oh, I'll tell you. That's travel. I'll tell you what, not to be a broken record, they got to go back to the gym, Floodbrook does, and develop and practice a shorter inbounds passing play. They were very fortunate to get the ball back. There's the foul. Got Ballard with the foul. And that's the last thing you want to do if you're Mettawee, because that's going to stop the clock and allow Floodbrook to try to score. And Chris Hasselton.
It's live, Matthew. Tell him it's live. Live ball.
They're saying live ball. I thought he called 2 shots. Yeah. Got it. Oh, about as high off the backboard as you could go without missing the backboard. 24-20. Big shot here. Will make it a 1-possession game. No, he didn't hit the rim. Yeah, it's a violation. And boy, they pulled out the press. I'm surprised by that. And was it touched? Yeah, so slapped out of bounds by Hasselton. Oh God, no. They could walk that ball up and take 10 seconds off the clock, just getting the ball to midcourt. Ballard handles the ball well, will split the defense, and 47 seconds go, down by 2 scores. Mettawee looking to rally here from a halftime deficit and advance further into the Glodzik tournament. And Hasselton will commit the foul with 36.9 seconds to go. All right, so everybody kind of catch their breath now. Got it. Well, that's a big shot. It's still just 2 possessions. And Amaral stepping the line. And now that could be the ball game right there, as he will be fouled. Yeah. And that foul will be called on Foster. And they had to foul, yeah, because they're down by 5 with just 32 seconds to go. Well, a lot of things turned the tide here for Mettawee in the second half. Like I said, that adjustment they made to their press, they took the effectiveness out of the ballgame for Camden Bunker. Was a big factor in that first half, but the defensive changes silenced him here in the second half. The foul trouble on Thornton, but the stubbornness to keep wanting to throw the ball 70 feet down the court to get the ball in play, I think also was a big undoing. Led to numerous turnovers and loss of possessions. And Edwards will save it. Nope. Good effort by Edwards, but he'll be out of bounds. And with a 6-point lead, Mettawee, last thing they want to do is commit a foul. Schoenberger lobs it in and be picked up by Parker and then taken back away, and the shot a little strong. And it's going to stay down this into the floor. Well, they still can just take a 2-point shot here. Talking about Floodbrook. Blocked by Parker. He got a piece of it. 16 seconds is not a bad thing here. I mean, talking about Floodbrook. They need 6 points. And it's going to stay down this in again. Ooh. So Bryce Little. Oh, he touched it out of bounds. Yeah. It's a reaction. It's an instinctive reaction to bend down, pick it up. But that, basically, they pulled out of the press, too, and they can just, burn the clock up, basically, within 6 seconds here. So Mettawee is going to rally and get the win over Floodbrook. And Two teams are very evenly matched, and then the ball got out of bounds. Kind of a non-factor, though. 2.4 seconds to go. So I'll have the selection of the players of the games. And again, that's it. 26-20, Mettawee with the rally and the win.
Okay. Brook, Mettawee. Mettawee moves on. Brook will be back next year. Okay. We'll have the player of the game in the translation. And Ian Azueto and Bethany, his daughter, will present.
And so Pat Lahan will get to the players of the game.
McDonald's gift certificate and the dollar card. Okay, for Floodbrook, player of the game, number 20, Camden Bunker.
That's Camden Bunker will come out. And he had a big ball game for Floodbrook. He is the player of the game for Floodbrook.
And for Mettawee, player of the game, number 4, Colt Ballard.
Yeah, Colt Ballard. So congratulations to both teams. You're watching the Glodzik Tournament 2011.